Hello, and welcome once again. Today, I'm going to condense what I thought would be the final two episodes into one final chapter for you. A bit lengthy, as have the last three been, probably 20 minutes worth or thereabouts. And I want to close my series on the facts about life with some thoughts on mercy and how important mercy is to you personally and to the world at large. And then I'm going to close with some final words and a little bit about an incredibly awesome word, a three-letter word, the word awe. So, as I come to the close of my series on truth for you, I want to speak briefly on the quality of mercy. It is important in the dispensation of justice to balance justice with mercy. Some of the finest thought about mercy comes to us from that wise English bard, Shakespeare. He has Portia say in The Merchant of Venice, "The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as a gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. It is twice blessed. It blesses him that gives and him that takes. 'Tis the mightiest in the mightiest. It becomes the throned monarch better than his crown. The monarch's scepter shows the force of temporal power. But mercy is above the scepter's sway. It is an attribute of God Himself. Earthly power then show likest God's when mercy seasons justice." Thank you, Shakespeare. What wonderful words about mercy. It is always God-like wisdom to show mercy when dealing with transgressions and transgressors. Evil must always be opposed, but mercy should always be extended to the penitent, those that sincerely regret what they have done. In closing, I hope that this series for you on truth and virtue, I hope that in this series I have enlarged your context of understanding about life, and that this greater understanding will help guide you into a happier, more loving, and more fulfilling experience here on good old planet Earth, our home planet. Now, one final quote from another great American author, Washington Irving. Irving once said that great minds have great purposes. Little minds have little wishes. Little minds are subdued by misfortunes. Great minds rise above them. Thank you, Washington Irving. I couldn't have said it better myself. I trust you will never forget, my dear ones, that your own character development and moral and ethical improvements are great purposes. Your duties to your families and yourselves are great purposes. And the great purpose of life, to know and be loving. The only way for you to truly know love is to be yourself loving, knowing and expressing human love is the greatest gift your life here has to offer. Love makes the world go round, as they say. It is so true. Love in all of its varying forms, and the highest form, of course, of all, is the infinite lovingness of God, our Father Creator, the Creator and Sustainer of all life. Speaking of God, I will now speak to end my series on the great and wonderful expression, awe. So I'm going to close this treatise on truth, on liberty, on happiness, and on the way the world works, the way things are today, and the right way forward into a better tomorrow for all of us and our posterity. Well, I want to look at the implications of this incredible little three-letter word, awe. A word that describes feelings that, when experienced, elevate mindsets into new and better ways of looking at and experiencing the world. The world looked at with awe. Have you ever been awestruck, overcome, and humbled by the spine-tingling and emotionally charged feeling of awe? It is an overwhelming feeling that is both inspiring and mystically healing. Awe contains within it the wherewithal to change our way of thinking and the way we look at the world around us. It actually has within it the feeling of awe, has within it the power to bring people together. When awestruck, we realize that we are a part of something much larger than ourselves. Our thinking begins to shift from me to we. Awe is the feeling of being in the presence of something that is vast and something that transcends our current understandings and ways of seeing things. It opens us to revelation. Awe lets us see things in new ways. Albert Einstein described it as the source of all true art and essence. The feelings that awe creates in us tend to make us be nicer, kinder, and happier. It brings us into an awareness of the majesty and goodness of creation. It magically reveals to us that we are a unique and indispensable part of creation. It causes us to act more generously, more ethically, and more fairly. Awe even alters our physical bodies in wonderful and positive ways through, among other things, the release of endorphins, the enzymes of joy. Awe not only makes us feel good, it inspires us to do good and to be good. Therefore, in honor of awe and the awesomeness of your very own true self, I humbly ask this of you. Drop your devices and disidentify with your mind for a while each day and look at that which is awesome. You can always find the awesome in contemplating the beauty and miraculous majesty of creation, whether it is in the brilliance of autumn colors, or a sunrise, or a sunset, or the majestic beauty of the Grand Canyon and all of the majestic natural wonders, or in the magical awesomeness of the Milky Way galaxy, or the infinitude of all of God's creation. Awesomeness. It's a wonderful feeling. Awesomeness, to be awestruck daily. Wow. Lastly, I can't encourage you enough to remind yourself and impart into your mind every day thoughts that are positive and uplifting. I want to encourage you to love yourself and to be happy and to enjoy your life. You are, after all, as I am, a unique creation of Almighty God and an indispensable part of God's infinite universe. May God bless you and inspire you to revel in the grand wonder and mystery of the creation that is both in you and all about you. May the peace and the love that passes all understanding be yours to own and to have, both now and forevermore. I do hope to know you forevermore in the hereafter and in all the realms beyond, and that our relations together will never end. Oh, I hope for this. I have faith in it. I most certainly do. I love you all, and I love being your brother Timothy. Goodbye.